Hello children, welcome to your online class. Hope you all are safe and doing well. So let's continue our chapter 2 measurement, and today's topic is measuring length. So what is length? Distance between 2 points. Any 2 points, like distance from this point to this point. If I measure the distance between these 2 points, this will be called the length of this board. Similarly, distance between the top and the bottom point of this marker will be called the height or length of this marker. Okay, so similarly, the distance between two cities or countries like Dehradun to Delhi or India to London. So these are the distance between two cities or two countries, also known as lengths. So we can define the distance by distance between 2 points or places is called length. The SI unit of length is meter, which is denoted by small m. Children, in my last video, I have explained you though the SI unit of length is meter, but there are some other units of length which we use as per our convenience. For example, centimeter, kilometer, millimeter, because meter can be used to measure the length of a table, a length of a playground, and these things we can easily use the unit meter. But suppose we have to measure the small things like this marker, okay, or an eraser, a notebook. So meter is a quite big unit to express such small lengths. So here we use centimeters, which is the hundredth part of a meter, and that is quite suitable to express these lengths. Similarly, if we have to measure the thickness of a coin, here we use millimeter, which is the thousandth part of a meter and quite suitable to measure the very short lengths. Whereas if we have to measure the lengths of two lengths between two cities or two countries, meter is not convenient to express such greater lengths, and then we use their kilometer. Okay, where 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So kilometer will be quite okay to measure these greater lengths. So we have learned all this in our last video. These were the prefixes used in the with the unit length, and these are also known as multiples and submultiples of meter. Now we will see the measuring devices. The most commonly measuring devices for measuring length are meter rod, rulers, and measuring tapes. Meter rod or meter scale, you might have seen that in a cloth merchant. They use that meter rod to measure the length of that cloth. So meter rod and rulers, they are made up of plastic, metal, or wood. They cannot be bent. They can bend only up to an extent. After that they can be struck off. However, a measuring tape is made up of flexible material, and which can be easily bent around the object to be measured. Okay, this might you might have in your home, and you have seen it in a tailor shop also. So if the object is straight, we can either use a meter scale or a measuring tape. For example, if we have to measure the length of a table, we can use a meter scale or a measuring tape. But if the object is round, then we can't use a ruler or a meter rod. We have to use a measuring tape to take the length of this, to measure the length of that round shaped object. Okay, now a full length meter scale is very long, and it is inconvenient to measure the small length from it. So we use rulers for our school works, for measuring short lengths. Okay, There are two types of rulers which are commonly used. You might have seen both. This is a 15 centimeter ruler and this is a 30 centimeter ruler. Okay, these are used for our school work. These are marked with centimeter and millimeter in one side and in inches on the other side. Now this will be more clear to you because still many of you do not know how to read a scale. Okay, so if you see your scale, here is a 0 in the starting where it is marked as centimeter. After then some small lines are there. If you will count them, then you will count 1 2 3 4 and then a slight big line will be there, that is 1 2 3 4 and 5. After this 6 7 8 9 and 10, and here it will be written 1. It means this is 1 centimeter. So these small lines represent millimeter, and 10 millimeters make 1 centimeter. So if we read the scale, here it will be 1 centimeter, it will be 2 centimeter, it will be 3 centimeter. If we will take this point, then it will be called 1 centimeter, then 1 2 3 4 5, 1 centimeter and 5 millimeter. Also we can say 1.5 centimeter. Okay, like this you have to read the scale. Lengths are also measured in inches and feet, and most of the measuring tapes are marked with inches. If you see them here, it is written inches and it will be 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, like this we will measure. Okay, and after every 12 inch there most measuring tapes have a mark of 1 foot, because 12 inches make 1 foot. Okay, always remember 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. Children, now we learn how to measure an object with the help of a ruler or scale. For example, we have this diary and we have to measure it with the help of this ruler or scale. So what we will do, first we will place the scale along with the length of that object. Okay, in such a way that the zero of the ruler here this zero of the ruler will coincide at the left end of that object. Okay, you will not start from this side, you will uh, coincide the zero line from this end. Okay, and now you will read the scale. Just now we have learned how to read. Here it is. And if we see, it becomes 21, then 1, 2, 3. It means 21 centimeter and 3 millimeter. So 21.3 centimeter is the length of this diary. Okay. Now see, this will be more clear to you. Suppose it is an object. Now we have to measure its length. Now we will put the scale in such a way that zero line of the scale will coincide with the left side of this object. And now we will read the scale. Here 0, then 1 centimeter, then 2 centimeter, and after then 1, 2 and 3 millimeter. It means 2 centimeter and 3 millimeter. And how we will write it? We will write it 2.3 centimeter. So 2.3 centimeter is the length of this object. Now to get correct reading, there are some precautions which must be taken while using a ruler. For example, when we are taking measurement of an object, the scale must be placed parallel to the object being measured. Okay, and the scale should be in touch of that object. You can't measure like this. Okay, it should be touched in the object. While reading the scale, then I must be placed vertically on the scale mark, not like this or this. You will not take reading like this. Always place your eye vertically on the scale mark and then you read the scale. Children, sometimes by the repeated use of scale or for various reasons, the left side of scale get damaged. It happens many times. Okay, so what happens if the zero mark will get damaged? How we will take the measurement in that case? In such a case, what we will do, we will take the measurement from the 1 centimeter. This line will we will take as an zero mark. Okay, after that we will put this 1 centimeter line on the place of 0 centimeter line, and then we read the scale. Whatever reading will come, we will subtract the 1 centimeter from that length. Okay, so we will get the correct length. For example, see, now suppose the 0 mark line got damaged of this scale. Now we have to measure this object. Now what we will do, we will place the scale in such a way that 1 centimeter line will coincide with the left side of that object. Now we will take the reading of the scale. Here this is 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter. Now 1, 2, 3. It means this is 3.3 centimeter. Okay. Now what we will do? We will subtract 1 centimeter from this reading. Okay. So what we will get? 3.3, sorry, 3.3 centimeter. Okay. Or minus 1 centimeter. Then what we will get? 3 minus 1, 2. So we will get again 2.3 centimeter. This is the correct reading. So children, let's revise all the precautions one more time. So first one is, the scale should be placed parallel to the side of the object. Now second one is, while reading the scale, I must be placed vertically above the scale mark. And number 3, if the 0 mark is damaged, length should be measured from 1 centimeter mark and then subtract 1 centimeter from the scale reading on the right side of the object. So children, this third point, third precaution is very important. If you understand it very well, then you can easily use a broken scale and you can get correct reading. Whenever a scale is broken from this zero side, okay, if it is broken till 2.3 or 2.4, in spite of that you can get correct reading. How you what you will do, you will always take the next full marks as a 0 mark to take the reading. If it is broken till here 2.3, then you will coincide the 3 centimeter line with the left side of the object, and then you will take the measurement and you will read the scale, and whatever reading will come, you will subtract 3 centimeter from that reading and you will get the correct answer. Now children, next one is to measure the length of a curved line. Okay, here it is a curved line, but we can't simply take the length of this curved line with the help of this ruler. So what we will do, we will take a thread. Okay, and the one end of the thread we will assume as a 0 line of scale, and then we just overlap that thread to this line. Okay, and after that we take the distance between those 2 points of the thread with the help of ruler, and that will be the length of this curved line. Clear? So children, I hope today's topic, measuring lengths, is clear to you very well. So children, this much for today, and we will continue our chapter in our next video. Till our next video, be safe, stay at home and take care.